Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to study some main topics of subject physics class first year. These video lectures are also useful for MBBS test. These lectures are in very simple words by which anyone can take help. If I missed anything in this video or you don't understand anything, so comment in the comment section. So let's move to our lecture. Let's explore 15 questions of physics with answers. What is projectile motion? Projectile motion is the motion of an object that is launched into the air and moves under the influence of gravity alone, without any other external forces acting on it. How is the maximum height of projectile determined? The maximum height of projectile is determined by the initial vertical velocity and the acceleration due to gravity. It occurs when the vertical velocity becomes zero. What is the range of projectile? The range of projectile is the horizontal distance covered by the object from its launch point to the point where it lands. How can the maximum range of projectile be achieved? The maximum range of projectile is achieved when it is launched at an angle of 45 degrees with respect to the horizontal. This angle provides the best balance between horizontal and vertical components of velocity. What is the trajectory of projectile? The trajectory of a projectile is the path it follows through the air. It is typically a curved path which can be parabolic for ideal conditions. What are some applications of projectile motion? Projectile motion has various applications such as ballistics, studying the motion of projectiles like bullets, sports. Projectile motion is relevant to many sports like basketball, soccer, and baseball, and even space exploration, launching rockets and satellites. What is angular acceleration? Angular acceleration is the rate at which angular velocity of an object changes with time. It is a measure of how quickly an object's rotational speed is changing. What is the relationship between angular and linear quantities? Angular and linear quantities are related through radius or distance from the axis of rotation. Angular velocity is equal to linear velocity divided by the radius. Angular acceleration is equal to linear acceleration divided by the radius, and so on. What is tangential velocity? Tangential velocity is the linear speed of an object moving in a circular path at any given instant. It is always perpendicular to the radius vector of circular path. What is the time period in the projectile motion? The time period in projectile motion refers to the total time it takes for projectile to complete its entire trajectory from launch to landing. What is centripetal acceleration? Centripetal acceleration is the acceleration directed towards center of circular path of an object in motion. It keeps object moving in a curved path instead of a straight line. What is centripetal force? Centripetal force is the net force acting on an object moving in a circular path directed towards the center of circle. It is responsible for keeping the object in its circular trajectory. What factors affect the maximum height and range of projectile motion? The maximum height of projectile is affected by initial vertical velocity and the acceleration due to gravity. The range of projectile is influenced by the initial velocity, launch angle, and the acceleration due to gravity. How does air resistance affect projectile motion? Air resistance or drag can affect the trajectory and range of projectile. It opposes the motion and causes the projectile to slow down and deviate from the ideal parabolic path. Is the range of projectile the same for same launch angle but different initial speeds? No, range of a projectile will not be the same for the same launch angle but different initial speeds. The range is directly proportional to the square of initial velocity, so different initial speeds will result in different ranges, even if launch angle remains the same. If you like this video, then please like, subscribe, comment and share our channel, Dr. Raza Academy and Educational Consultancy.